What's going on, champs and chambits? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's YouTube video, I wanted to talk about something very interesting, a part of Fortnite's history. So as you know, whenever it comes to the video game and whenever it comes to Fortnite, every single skin in the game, basically for the most part, as far as we're aware, right? Every single skin in the game basically has a concepted, drawn-out version of it that you eventually do see, whether it be through a survey, whether it be through the actual artist posting it on their art station later down the line, or something like that. However, recently we got the official concept art for the Haven skin, including a lot of exploration pieces by Drew Hill, one of the people who helps with concept art and all that type of stuff over at Epic Games, and it brought up some interesting things in the community talking about the exploration of this character and how a lot of people think they liked the concept version, or I guess the earlier designs, more than the one we actually got in the game right now, which is this skin. Now, if you don't remember the Haven skin, it was from Chapter 3 Season 1's Battle Pass, and it had a few different variants, right? You know, just a tiny bit of variants here. A few masks here and there, you know, you got a backwards hat, you could take the hat off. It just had a few things you would be able to actually use on the skin, but something very interesting about it was the actual clothing of the skin that was very different in its concept stages, so I kind of wanted to show it off to you guys in this video and then just kind of talk about it, right? That's kind of what I just wanted to talk about for today. So let me just go ahead and put on the display capture right here, and already you're seeing something way different than the skin we got in game, right? And actually for this, I'm moving my webcam over here. So as you can see in the exploration pieces, none of these look like the skin we have, right? You know, maybe the shirt a little bit here, you know, the shirt has that heart pattern and everything going on for it, but when it comes to the main design from the original exploration, it's almost like, you know, the mask itself and the shirt were the main parts that actually made it to the game. And in fact, I don't even think any of the masks that we see over here made it in, right? If we look over here at the mask, if we go back in game real quick and, you know, we pull that up, if I can tab into the game, if we go over here and look at the mask, I'm not seeing anything, right? All of these masks that they're showing right here don't appear to be like the one that we're seeing on the website. And if we go back to the website even and kind of switch between the two, it feels like the masks that they're showing over here are a lot more unique in a way, right? They're a lot more built outwards towards the person, and it makes it very interesting to see how this skin's actually changed over time. I mean, we even had this version over here on the left, which kind of looks like, you know, a green little nice little onesie outfit, and something you'll kind of notice based on all these designs here is the original design. And actually, this was something that was pointed out by people on Twitter. I didn't even notice it at first, but the original design was intended to have shoes, and then if we go in game and we look at the skin, it does not have shoes. So, like, originally there was supposed to be some more drip going on with the character, but it is something that was mentioned. And then down below, we actually get to see how it's evolved over time, right? So we have the first version of the skin, or I guess, you know, the first iteration of how it would have looked in Fortnite when they were brainstorming the actual skin's design. Then you can see over time how they looked at that. They were like, okay, let's improve it a little bit for Fortnite's aesthetic, changed it up a little bit, you know, got rid of the beanie, got rid of, like, you know, the little, like, satchel backpack, or I guess front pack, whatever you want to call it, thing right there. Started changing up a little bit more of the design, and eventually got rid of the mask they were holding, turned it into like this little like rock in a slingshot type thing, and it kind of built out the character over time. And I think it's very interesting, and I love seeing concepts like this because it gives us a glimpse into the past of a certain skin, because especially when it comes to the Battle Pass cosmetics in Fortnite, they have a whole entire lore and backstory to them, right? According to even what Drew Hill had said in the comments here, they said that the Battle Pass characters usually have a backstory, so I like to go wide in exploration / research and not lock something in too early. So it's kind of like, you know, they make all these different designs, they explore how this character's backstory could have affected how they look in game, and then we end up with the finished product. And I think honestly, based on the finished product right here, it is definitely an interesting situation, and it is something that I think looks very nice in game, but it also brought up a lot of questions, because, you know, people look at this and like, oh, I really preferred iteration number 2. Oh, I really preferred one of the exploration designs up here, or something like that, right? But at the end of the day, with a game like Epic Games, or I guess, you know, a game like Fortnite, stuff is always going to be changing and getting reiterated over time, and what you see in the actual concept stages, especially if you're someone who's the actual concept artist for a skin or something, might not be what it looks like when it officially gets put in game. That's why I think whenever we get those concept surveys, for example, one of the concept survey skins, if I can find it here, was this one right here, the Queen of Hearts, we kind of saw exactly how it was going to look in game based on the concept art. Same with stuff like, you know, this skin right here, even was Hannah a concept survey skin? I don't even remember. But you know, with a lot of the concept survey skins we get, they end up looking pretty similar to how they look in that concept survey. And the reason why is because I think that is like the final iterations, the one that are like, okay, this is what the skin would look like if we put it in the game right now, and that is what they bring out to the public. So it's like, obviously, you know, this is kind of one of the more in-depth glimpses of when it comes to a Fortnite skin that we've ever seen. We've been able to see a lot of potential variants that we could have had in the past for this, but it does bring up the question that is going around the community right now of, should Epic Games go back and even though it was intended for just this skin right here, Haven, should they go back and maybe release one of those other variants as an item shop skin or something later down the line? Because as we know with the whole entire Epic Games lore and everything, characters get looped and they change during their loops and stuff. So if we even type just Jonesy in here, right? We have the Slurp Jonesy, Bunker Jonesy, Scuba Jonesy, Dark Jonesy, Relax Fit Jonesy, Castaway Jonesy, Cozy Jonesy, Cozy Knit Jonesy, Jonesy the First, Jonesy the Secondest. We have a lot of Jonesies, right? The whole entire thing with Fortnite is that they can just reskin a character, put them in some new clothes or whatever, and release them in the item shop. And I could definitely see them doing something like that with these old Haven designs, just because they are unique enough, in my opinion, to be a looped version of the skin, or a remixed version, right? So for today's comment question of the day, I would like to see, just, you know, in the comments down below, not even related to just the Haven skin, what is a skin that has released in Fortnite before? Like, it can even be a newer skin, like Gumbo. Actually, Gumbo was like a year ago at this point or whatever. But what is a skin that released in Fortnite before that you would love to see get remixed in the game, whether it's a collab skin like Hulk, or, you know, it's just a normal skin like Graveheart? What is something that you would love to see an alternative variant of sold in the item shop or in a future battle pass? Because once you get to actually look at some of those old iterations and exploration pieces for skins like Haven, you start to realize how much potential Epic Games really has when it comes to making super dope cosmetics in the game. With that said, however, I hope you champs and champions enjoyed this little bit of a ramble, and I hope it actually gave you a glimpse into the past of Fortnite and how this skin could have originally looked. I thought it was just a very interesting topic to talk about, and with that said, I'll see you champs and champions tomorrow with another YouTube video. Peace out.